Ho ho ho, guys. This is November. I know it's too early. Well, not really. We're just about a month before Christmas, so it is really the time to start shopping for that perfect gift. And I bet that you have somebody that's a car person in your life, whether it's a man or a woman. I'm gonna help you with that. So I compiled a list of perfect gifts for car people to give for this year's holidays.
Can
Hey,
I
honey,
give you my
honey,
list?
Mrs. Santa Claus, I am recording. Working from home these days, come on. Finally got that uniform off, guys, but yes, this is an official Red Bull Formula One Racing polo shirt. And I think that if you have someone that's in your life that follows any type of car racing, that's what you got to consider. You know, it's always better to give a person something that they're actually going to enjoy versus give them something that they're going to be like, yeah, thank you, it's nice, very nice, and then put it in their drawer, never wear it again. So find out if that person in your life follows in the sports. If it's somebody close to you, you already know them because they spend hours in front of the TV watching their favorite things. It doesn't have to be cars, but if it's a car person, Formula One, you know, if you're rooting for the winning team, get the Red Bull one. If you're rooting for somebody that's not that good, well, maybe get a Ferrari or Mercedes or something like this. I'll post a couple links in the description of this video so you can actually follow along and see what that is. Another example, a good gift for a car person, I think it's a car. But you know, while the real thing can be a stretch, well, you can get them something like this. Well, one of my favorite things, vehicles, as you know, is a Porsche and a red one, and I have one. Well, it's scale 1 to 18, so it's not the real thing, but I think they appreciate it as well. And if you like them to put some effort into it, you can actually give them a Lego one. So this is one of the examples that me and my son built together. It actually turns on and you can control it with your phone. It's actually pretty cool. It took us quite a few hours to do it though. So, I mean, make sure that they have enough time to spend on something like this. So this is a couple examples of stuff that you can get for people that like car sports but not necessarily like to work on cars. Now, as you probably know, I just bought my first project car. So I'm gonna need to fill my garage with something that I can actually use to work on it. And I've done some research on Amazon and there's pretty cool stuff on it. One of them I already get. Check this out. This is the universal socket. Okay, it goes actually from, it says it right here, it goes from 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch. So that's about from 7 millimeter to 19 millimeters. And it's perfect for even those worn out bolts that you can't open with anything else. I have more tools, more ideas in my shopping list on Amazon. So let's switch over to the screen and I'll show you what that is. Well, here's my Amazon list, so I can divide actually the items that I have on it into 3 different categories, and those are for the garage. Then there's items that you can put inside the vehicle, and then the items that you can keep for yourself. So first of all, as you probably know, I purchased a vehicle that is a project. So I've been shopping around for quite a few things for my garage, as I haven't really done a lot of repairs on the cars previously, but I want to get into it. So I don't want to spend a ton of money, because if you know a lot of mechanics, they spend thousands of dollars on their tools. I don't want to do that, but I still want to have a decent tool set, and I actually came up with 2 of them. I ordered the DeWalt kit that I'm going to show you right now, but the Craftsman one was a very close second. So this is a DeWalt mechanics tool set, a 192 piece with combination ratcheting wrench set, and I chose it for 2 reasons. Because it has all of the sizes that I need as far as the sockets, and it also has the combination wrenches right down here. $222, but if you look at the ratings, it's got 5,362 ratings and
5 stars, actually 4.8 out of 5. So that's a really high rating tool set. And it should be at my house by the time I get back from my business trip, so I can show it to you in my next Jeep video, so you can actually check it out yourself. Now, the impact wrench kit, this is not something that you might need right away, but eventually if you want to start working on the vehicles, I think that's a pretty good investment to have. It's going to save you some time in undoing some of the bolts. And Craftsman, here's the impact wrench kit. This is cordless, $219. Again, you have 1,600 reviews and $219, and 5 stars, 4.8. So very high rating. This is the 1/2-inch socket. They come in 3 different sizes, basically 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 of an inch. So this is for the larger, basically, although you can use the adapters, I believe, that if you want to use the smaller sockets, if you have them. So not a big deal. Again, this is not a necessity, but again, it would be a nice addition to the garage. And this is something that, you know, for example, I would be super happy if somebody got it for me for Christmas, because it's something that I kind of like can buy it, but I don't want to spend the money. So that would be a perfect gift for me. So, you know, of course, there's another Craftsman tool set, and I picked that because it comes in this pretty cool box. And again, it does have 3 different sizes as far as the sockets. So 3/8, 1/4, and 1/2. And has a total of 216 pieces. It does have quite a few tools inside of it. And if you want to check out the details, I'll post links to everything in the description of this video so you can check it out. But if you want to see the details, it has a bunch of sockets, and it has a lot of other things that you can choose from. 216 pieces total. The reason why I then choose that versus the DeWalt is because it didn't have big enough combination wrenches, and I needed them to go to 17 and 18, and I just didn't want to buy it extra. So that was the main reason. Other than that, I mean, it also has 3,540 ratings, and it is 4.8 out of 5. So really, really good reviews. And then going back to the list, and you know, some stocking stuffers, basically a Craftsman pliers. There's a 6-piece mini set with pouch, different pliers. I can always use, especially like those long nose pliers and those bent pliers, to pull something out, to cut something. There's a set of cutters too. So that's, I think, would be a very useful tool to have in the garage. And then going down, of course, there's a screwdriver set. There's an 8-piece screwdriver. Why not? If you have, you know, everything Craftsman, might as well just add to the collection. And then again, that's $27, almost 6,000 ratings, and we have 4.8 stars. So those are highly rated items. And this is a Craftsman system double shallow drawer. So in order to put some of the other stuff that I just showed you, like the pliers and the screwdrivers, this can actually be attached to the box that the tool set came in with. A couple other things for the garage. Actually, the one thing that I really, really like is this combination kit, and this is the something that anybody that wants to work on cars is gonna need. This is just an example. There are several different ones. I just like the red color on it. Decent reviews, 108 ratings. It does have 4.1 out of 5, so anything over 4 has got a decent rating. But this is basically your creeper that you can lay down and basically slide underneath the vehicle. And then it comes also with a floor jack and 2 jack stands. And that's super important, especially if you want to change the wheels or work, change your brakes, anything like this, that you need this vehicle to be suspended in the air. Of course, the ideal situation would be to have a lift in your garage, but if you don't have it, you know, this is probably the second best thing. And scrolling down over here, this is something that I found really, really cool for the garage more than for the car. But this is a customizable sign. And if you go here and then it says visit the ADV Pro store and you click on this, you can see that they have more than just the garage signs, the barn signs, bar signs, and you can customize it. You put your name in it, and you can make it yours. You know, even Merry Christmas or anything like this. They're fairly reasonable if you look at the prices of them. So like, let's say the one that I would look is Your Name Garage, and My Tools, My Rules, and you can customize some of those. Of course, you're not going to put Your Name Garage, but you're going to put your name. So I would put Matt's Garage, etc. And depending on the size, they start at the small size, with this just like 13 by 8.7, just under $100. But if you want to go for the biggest one, which is like almost 2 feet by 1.5, and that would be $199. Again, this one has 5 ratings, 4.4 out of 5 stars, but there's several different options if you want to look for them. So again, click on this Visit ADV Pro Store, and then you can go from there. I'm going to post a link to one of them in the description so you can start with this. Now, the second thing that I like to point out for a lot of people are actually the things that you can buy for your vehicle. So what do you need in your vehicle? You need a couple things. First of all, you need the first aid kit. I mean, I think that is super important. A lot of people are forgetting about it. Some manufacturers include it with a brand new vehicle, some don't. Now, I picked this one for 2 reasons, because it's got a lot of items in here, and then the second thing, it's got 66,000 reviews and almost 5-star rating, 4.8. So that includes the adhesive fabric, plastic bandages, antibiotic ointments, antiseptic towelettes, burn cream pockets, aspirin, ibuprofen, gauze rolls, pads, wound closures, cold pack, tons of other multi-use items, of course the scissors, etc. So for $20.57, that's definitely a pretty cool gift for someone. Now the second thing that you'll need in your car is going to be a emergency safety kit bag with portable air compressor. Of course, the last thing that you want to do is get stranded on the road, especially, you know, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere when there's really nobody around, and have nothing that can signal that you're broken down. So this is the emergency roadside kit. And what's nice about this kit, that it includes several things. It includes the air compressor, tow rope, tire repair kit, window breaker, tire pressure gauge, multi-tool, reflective warning triangle, LED headlamp flashlight, electrical tape, bungee cords, cable ties, and work gloves. For $89, again, over 3,000 ratings, about 4.7 out of 5. That's a pretty good deal in my book. And that's something definitely that I would, you know, suggest that anybody keeps in their vehicle. Another thing that people don't think about it, but especially with the recent waves of electrical fires, you know, would be a good idea to have the fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher, it's at $24. Again, this one is the First Alert, which is a known brand for fire extinguishers. $24 and 8,335 ratings with the 4.7 out of 5. So again, this could be something for your car. You know, a couple pretty cool gadgets that you could either keep it in the garage or in your car. One of them is another tool, and I showed you that in the beginning of this video. I already ordered one. This is the universal socket that you can basically undo any of the screws that or bolts that you might not have the right wrench for, or something that has been stripped or really odd shape. So for $12.99, pretty cool stocking stuffer, 19,000 ratings, 4.5 stars. That's pretty cool. Now the same company makes a couple cool gadgets that I'm thinking of ordering one. Now this, I always lose stuff, and you know, especially when I'm fixing something. This is not only for the garage, but it's you know, let's say if you're doing work around the house and you need to you know, hang a photo or something, and you drill the hole, you're holding the photo in one hand, and then you're looking for that hook that you were going to put on there. This is a pretty cool thing. This is the magnetic wristband, and you know, it's out of stock right now, but it's I think it's $19, I think, that you can buy it for. There's a couple other options that are available. So if you go from the link that I share, maybe it's going to be in stock at that time. But again, this one got 16,000 ratings, 4.7 stars, and you know, the idea for it is to have all the hardware that you need on the magnetic wristband so it doesn't fall off and you don't have to do multiple trips up and down the ladder. So another thing that this same company makes, well, at least I think it's the same company, it is the LED magnetic pickup tool, telescopic magnet flashlight pickup tool, cool gadget for Christmas stocking stuffers. I think it's super nice because you can extend it. It's a bright LED flashlight, and does have the gooseneck. And if you want to pick up something, you can definitely pick it up because it does have a magnetic end. So any screws or bolts that will fall into your engine bay or in any of the hard to reach places, you can definitely do that and pick it up from there. All right, so that will conclude the stuff for the garage and for the car. There's a couple other options that I have. This is another option if you like the creeper, but you don't need any of the other items like the lift and the jack stands. You can get this one. This is $53, again, 21,000 ratings. And this one actually converts into a chair, into a seat. So you can either slide in, underneath the vehicle. You can sit right next to it if you're, let's say, working on the brakes or anything like this, where you actually don't have to lay down on the floor. So that's a pretty cool option as well. And going back to this list, there's another one. This is actually for your car trunk, and I tell you, this would be a perfect gift for me because I always have tons of stuff, especially if I'm going on the business trip and I have some promotional materials for my work. This would be ideal because all of that stuff is constantly rolling inside my trunk. I don't have an organizer, and I should, so I probably would order one for myself as well. And even if you don't have any like work stuff, stuff that I just showed you, that like the emergency roadside kit, the first aid kit, you can all throw it in one of those compartments. Now the stuff for yourself, or well, not yourself, of course, for that car lover that you like. Now in the beginning of the video, you saw me wearing the Red Bull shirt. And, I'm a fan of Formula One, and I always root for a winning team. So in this year, I was right. I bought it at the beginning of the season. I think it was the first race when I saw it, and I go like, okay, this is going to be the Red Bull's race. And I was right. I mean, the Red Bull won the championship, and, this is the best team for this year. Now, there's a Red Bull store, but there's also other teams that you can do it for. Of course, if your gift receiver is going to be a Formula One fan, just make sure that you're going to find out of which team they're rooting for, and you can order something that they're actually interested in. So the Red Bull Racing, let's say the hat, again, $51 is not the cheapest one out there. 186 ratings, basically 5 stars, 4.9, so everybody loves it. And I gotta admit that they do have the quality materials. The shirt that I had, this is the official Formula One shirt, and yes, it was about $100, but that's well worth it because it's a quality stuff. Now, if you wanna just give a gift of a 1-2-43 die-cast motor car, you can do that. This is $16, again, high ratings. One of the things that I would just let you know, that 1-43, it's a pretty small item. You want to get something that's maybe like 124, 118. Those are a little bit bigger, and I'll show you a couple examples of non-Formula One cars that I saved that I think we could make a pretty good gift as well. So here is, let's say, a 118 special edition 2020 Mustang Shelby GT. Now this is made by Maisto, and if you click over here, visit the Maisto store, it's going to give you a whole bunch of different options as far as different models to choose from. Now what I like is, I also like Burago, which I think it's the same company, because you can click down here, and I have several of the Burago models, and I really like them. This is my dream car collection, just because I can't afford the real ones right now. I am actually collecting the 1 to 18. Now, you can go crazy and start collecting and basically fill out shelves with it, but for the basic ones, I have a Porsche, Ferrari, Ford Bronco, Jeep Wrangler, a couple other ones. So that's pretty much what I have. But there's a lot to choose from, and I bet you that any of the car enthusiasts that follows any of those sports would appreciate having that. After all of us men, we're little kids inside, and I'm sure that goes the same for women as well. But I can't speak from my own experience. So here's another Burago 118 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Okay, so this is a very nice vehicle, and they range probably from about $20 to about $100. So then again, this one just gives you ideas. And anything that you see in here, I'm posting links in the description of this video. Now, if you do click on those links and if you buy something, I will receive a small commission. So I just want to be upfront with that because I am a part of the Amazon affiliate program. It is, you're not going to pay any more than you would normally do, but you would help this channel. So here's a couple of cool things. Like if you like cars, but you think that this is not a challenge and you want to get something that is a little bit more time consuming and have this person enjoy it for a little bit more, just to put it together. Now this is, for example, a Lego Technics Porsche 911 RSR. I would love to have this model. So, I mean, if you're looking for somebody, I think this would be a pretty cool gift. This is 1,580 pieces, so it will take some time to put it together, but they're pretty darn cool. 145 bucks, not a cheap gift, but I think it's worth it. But if money is not an issue, you can also go for the Lamborghini Sian. This is the newest Lamborghini that just came out this year. 360 bucks for the model, and it comes in a nice Lamborghini box. Again, 2,076 ratings with 5 stars. So that means that people are actually buying it, and there's a lot of people that enjoy Lego. Now this one is actually 3,696 pieces. So this is a gift that's going to be enjoyed for hours just to put it together, for sure. So that's another good idea in my book. Now, always, always, always a good thing for a car person are t-shirts, so apparel. And I have several of them. Matter of fact, I have this exact t-shirt 993. That's a 1997 classic 993 Carrera S front. The Garage Project 101, I have 4 or 5 different t-shirts from them. They're really nice, really soft. They do run slightly small, so you might want to go a size bigger for yourself if you're looking for it. And they come in several different colors. Again, if you click this, visit the Garage Project 101, you can go to their store, and there's several different things. If you're not a t-shirt person, there's mouse pads, coffee mugs, all kinds of different accessories that you can gift to your car person. So go back here. So that's actually something that I've used myself, and I checked it out so I can vouch for the quality. There's a couple different t-shirts. Of course, this one is on my list. So the American Tough t-shirt, as far as the Jeep, I really like the design of it. $24 to $29.99, I guess, depending on the size of it. I have no idea as far as the quality and the sizing on it. As far as the ratings, it's got 133 ratings with 4.7 stars, so that's not bad at all. And of course, some of the funny shirts that you can get. Really like this shirt. This is the warning sign, and I guess any of the car people will get the kick out of this, because these are all the warning signs that you can find on the dashboard. They all, of course, mean different things, and I'm actually buying one for myself, and they're available from men and women. And here's another one. I'll be in the office, so that's for someone that definitely likes working on the car. And at $19.23 ratings, 5 stars. So you can definitely find something for anyone. Scrolling down here, there's another 2 t-shirts that I had over here that I really like. One of them is Doing Donuts, so that's of course a play on Dunkin' Donuts, and you have a Turbo Doing Donuts over here. That's a pretty cool t-shirt, available in several different colors. $19.99, 1,158 ratings, and hopefully that's something that you can enjoy giving. 2 more things, I promise we're gonna get to the end of it. This is a pretty cool t-shirt too, but officer, the sign said do a burnout. That is pretty funny. I like it. Again, it's the same store, $19.99, and it does have 1,516 ratings and 5 stars, so I guess the quality is gonna be good too. 2 more things that I have on this list that I put on it. One is something that I could have used, as a matter of fact, today. I could have used it a couple days ago. I could have used it last week several times. And this is what they call a drop stop. So this is they call the original patented car seat gap filler. You know how you always lose something because it falls in between the seat and the center console in the car? Well, this prevents that from happening. So 53,680 ratings, $24.99. That goes into my cart, and I'm buying this. These are all the gifts that I have saved in my list. Well, I hope that this would make it a little bit easier for you if you're shopping for a car person. I hope that you like something. Check it out. All the links are down below in the description box. And happy shopping, and you have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.